Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another week of our yoga. Hello, good morning. Welcome to our yoga session with Erika Halweil. We are waiting for her to join. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Christopher Arden. Hello. Welcome, welcome. I'm bringing Erika in and trying to see if I can bring in Karina, too. We can do a three-way here for a second. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, cutie. I tried to bring Erica at the same time, but it looks like it doesn't work that way.
All right, should I drop out?
No, let me just see if I can click her in now. Yeah, no, you can only bring one in at a time. All right, this is Karina, our amazing marketing director who puts together all of our incredible newsletters and events and all sorts of fun things. Hi, sweetie.
Hi.
She's in
Setting up
Brooklyn right now.
yoga from my garden.
Oh, yay.
Bye. Have a good class.
Okay, bye, sweetie. Bye. Gonna bring Erica back in. Here we go. Erica, where are you? There we go. Here she comes. Here comes the lovely Erika Halweil, whose name, even though she's one of my best friends, I always mispronounce, which is fairly embarrassing.
Hi.
Sorry about that.
What are we doing a three-way for? Why were we doing a three-way?
Because I want to see if a three-way can work, and it seems like it can't. So I knocked her off and brought you back in. I pushed yours and hers at the same time, and only she pops in. You weren't able to. So, a lot of times when I do these talks, there's a couple involved, or there's one person in one place and another person in another. And unfortunately, you can't have three people on. But love the three-way. I tried.
Yeah, you tried.
Just to see.
Like that. It's usually like that. It's like all the best intentions, but doesn't work with three people.
I just want to thank everybody so much for joining our weekly yoga class with Erika Halweil, my very, very dear friend whose name I mispronounce on the regular.
Everybody does.
A
lifetime.
No, but I have no excuse. Really, I don't. And our Purist series of wellness talks and practices have been underway now for 4 weeks. Erika, this is I think our 5th week doing yoga together with everyone. So thank you so much for lending your expertise. She is the absolute best and my most favorite yoga teacher. So the fact that I get to share her with everybody, I feel so lucky. And hopefully you will today after all of this. And after all of this good feeling. That's pretty much how I always leave your class, feeling great. And sometimes you go into it feeling like, oh my God, I can't do this. And it's a struggle. But just keep pushing through it and listen to everything that she tells you and let the thoughts go out of your mind and just listen to her words and direction. That's the best advice I can give you.
That was great advice. I'm gonna piggyback on that last sentence. This idea of listening. When we practice yoga in a led class format, when there's a teacher leading you through the movements, talking to you through the movements, through the breaths, through where to rest your gaze, we are in fact practicing a type of deep listening that when done correctly, meaning when the instructions are purposeful and you're trying to receive them without filter, so when done correctly, what begins to happen is that you can let go of the unnecessary thinking, the unnecessary turning of the mind that takes us out of this moment. And we're training the mind, at least in this scenario, what are thoughts that pertain to what we're doing? What are thoughts that could help us get the most out of this experience that we're in? And so the thoughts occur on 3 levels of our being. The first are the thoughts that pertain to the physical body. What we're trying to do in the physical body is we approximate a shape. The shape represents a situation. And then once we find ourselves in the situation, just stay still. Don't look for it to be more comfortable. Don't look for it to have a certain feeling, to not have a certain feeling. Commit to it, because we're only going to stay in any shape for 5 breaths. So even if it's kind of like the worst thing you've ever experienced, it's just 5 breaths. So commit to stillness in a dynamic and active way, meaning not still and wilting, but still and ready to receive the next way that we are going to train the mind. So physically, thoughts are still, dynamic, committed, steady. Okay? Energetically, thoughts pertain to the breath. So we breathe only through the nose, keep the mouth closed, and then give the breath as many qualities that the sense organs can observe at once. So the mouth is closed, that's the sense of taste. We breathe through the nose, that's the sense of smell. We give the breath some sound, that's the sense of sound or hearing, and we feel the breath, fill the lungs, fill the rib cage in every direction. So that's wide to the side, forward and up, and out in the back, especially between the shoulder blades. And that's 4. That's 4 of 5 senses directing thoughts to the breath, which is happening. So the posture is happening. We want dynamic, active steadiness and stillness. The breath is actually happening. We want it to have depth and richness and sound and a deep feeling in the lungs. All of this can be observed and responded to via the sense organs. And then in the mind, we also want a type of steadiness, the same sort of steadiness we're looking for in the body. And this is represented by how we place our gaze. So you might notice that I'm just trying to look at you because I'm focusing on sharing information with you. And you might notice that Cristina is looking back at me because where the eyes go, the mind follows. So instead of the infinite number of thoughts that exist in the field of consciousness at all times, instead of thinking we can stop the mind or hold the mind, we just narrow the field of consciousness a little bit by giving ourselves the tools of these 3 touchstones. So instead of wildly feeling whatever we want in the body, we're looking for directed, dynamic steadiness and stillness. Instead of huffing and puffing and breathing every which way, we want nose breathing with sound into the chest, the ribs and the upper back with a certain amount of evenness. And instead of closing the eyes and time traveling to a better place or a memory or a possible future, we keep our eyes open and our gaze steady. And that, Cristina, is why we always feel better when we're done practicing, for that little bit of vacation, that little bit of relief from the usual turning of the mind. So we're going to, do you have any questions?
Me no, but perhaps our viewers do.
If you guys have any questions, I accept questions in the form of page-long essays. You send them to my email address. Let's see if there's any questions before we start. Otherwise, you might have a question afterwards. And I do this at the start of every class, this big information sharing. I do this at the start of every class to remind everyone that this is not a physical endeavor. This is an energetic.
Oh, someone's in Oregon.
Do I know them? Maybe I know them. I love Oregon. It's like my fave.
Tawny.
Hi. How you doing?
Hi, Tawny. She gets a shout out. Someone
Okay.
in New
Are
Tripoli,
there
Pennsylvania.
essential?
Debbie.
Okay, so before we get off topic, even though I do love
No
oils,
questions.
I don't advocate mixing any other energetic modalities in with my practice. Like I love crystals, but I don't put them by my mat. And I love essential oils, but I tend not to add them to my practice because this is its own energetic clearing. But there's certainly oils. It's not that oils don't have a place in yoga practice. They just maybe distract a little bit from what we're doing. So You can use, I mean, certainly if you're congested or you're using medicinally essential oils, but you want to come fresh and clean. Like I'm freshly showered. I do a dry body oil massage before my shower called Abhyanga, literally means to bathe the limbs. I use sunflower oil that is not scented, and I use this to warm my body, to get my lymph moving, and it doesn't leave me feeling oily. But when I start practicing and the heat of my body starts to rise, the oil activates and kind of bubbles back up to the surface, and it makes practice. Yeah, dry brushing is great, but if you're going to dry brush, try to oil after you dry brush, because dry brushing is vata deranging, and so is all the breathing and the moving that we're doing. We're trying to pacify vata. Did you turn off the comments,
I
Christina?
turned off the comments. I figured
That's
it
so
out. I
great.
mean,
Hey, look at me,
it only
everybody.
took me 5
Now you can
weeks.
see me, all of me. Okay,
We
great.
love the comments. We love that we have someone from Italy. Chiarita is visiting from Italy.
Ciao. Come
And
vai?
people all over the country, which is so special. And we'll give you tons of shout outs at the end. But I turned off the comments just so you can see Erika, because her yoga practice is a lot better looking than mine.
Oh, stop the nonsense. Yoga, it's funny because yoga is
Carol
not
Reed
really,
is on too. Hi, Carol.
I always want to say that if you want to know what someone's yoga practice is like, sit down next to them and close your eyes and listen to it. Because it's not about how it looks. You should not be at all disturbed sitting down with your eyes closed next to someone practicing. You just hear that beautiful, rich, energetic exchange of their breathing. And maybe you don't even hear their feet or their hands moving on the mat. It's so drawn in and up. It's so light and aware. It's so purposefully placed. Everything is purposefully placed, right? We're placing our body. We're placing our breath with that movement. We're placing our gaze with that movement and that breath in a seamless fashion. So we're not flowing. Don't try to flow, okay? Flowing implies that you're swept up in a current. It implies that momentum has taken over. We are doing this intentional placing, and then it's like beads on a mala. Each bead is placed, and there's a knot between them. Right? There's a pause, there's a moment between them. But when you hold the string all together, it's a fluid string of beads, but it's not flowing, right? There was hard work put into placing each of those beads where they are, and then even the knot is thoughtfully tied. So that's what we're doing today. It's a very thoughtful practice, and it is difficult, and you do what you can. What I'm going to do with Cristina is for her, so it might be more than what you can do.
And if you need to modify because you have pain in your back or certain parts of your body, you can modify, obviously.
100%. And I offer modifications, and none of it is cheating. Modifying a posture, modifying any activity is just a more intelligent way of approaching it. It's not a lesser than version. And chances are something that catches your eye, like if you're in group practice at a yoga school ever again in this new reality, and something stands out from the crowd and catches your eye, chances are it's not even part of what the teacher is talking about. It's just a personal preference. So you don't have to get hooked by it. Remember, we're looking for evenness of breath, steadiness in gaze and in body, and a real commitment to keeping your mind on what we're doing. So we're going to start, let me just like tilt this up. We're going to start with a core strengthener, Cristina. So this is, purely physical, but we're going to add a breathing component to it and even a gazing component to it, which I do in all of my activities. Sorry, there's a space heater in here, and I was just turning it off. Come to your hands and knees. Spread your fingers wide. Feel your wrists under your shoulders. You'll notice my tendency is to bow my back. So I always remind myself to knit the navel to the spine, to pull the ribs in. The first part will be familiar, and the second part will be a little different. So as you inhale, reach your right arm forward and reach your left leg backward. Inhale, reach your right arm forward, your left leg backward. As you exhale, put the hand and the foot down, the toes are tucked, and draw your right knee forward to your chest. Same thing again, right knee comes down. Inhale, right arm forward, left leg backward. Exhale, hand and foot down, the back toes are tucked, and you draw the other knee forward, and I'm still gazing out in front. Knee down. Inhale, right arm forward, left leg backward. Hand and foot down, the toes are tucked. Exhale, draw. Take a look at me one time, Cristina. Inhale, I reach. The hand, the foot come down, the other knee comes forward.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, it sucks. Inhale, reach. Hand, foot, exhale, yes. Knee down. Inhale, reach long. Hand, foot down, exhale. Don't drop your head, look forward all the time. Inhale, hand, toes down, right knee forward, exhale. One more. Inhale, hand, foot down, exhale. Good. Bring both knees under you, and then we'll do the other side. So inhale, reach the left arm forward, the right leg back. Exhale, hand and foot down, and left knee forward. Good. Inhale, reach forward, reach backward. Left hand, right foot down, exhale. Left knee forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, draw in and up. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, draw in and up. Good. One more. Inhale, reach long. And exhale, draw in and up. Bring both knees under you. Spread your fingers. Tuck your toes. Spread the seat. Drop the belly. Arch the back. Inhaling. Look up. Tops of the feet on the floor. Draw the navel in. Hollow and round. One more. Tuck toes. Inhale. Spread wide. Arch the back. Look up. Tops of the feet. Exhale. Hollow and round. Inhale. Look forward. Tuck your toes and extend back to downward facing dog as you exhale. Full breath in. Full breath out. Good. Full breath in. Oh, that looks great, Cristina. You're getting a lot of your pliability back from all that laying around taking care of yourself. Or one more. 5. Gently walk the feet halfway forward. Walk the hands halfway backward. And just grab opposite elbows and hang over your legs. So even here you can bend your knees. Rest your belly on your thighs. Rest your ribs on your thighs. Or you can straighten the legs, keeping the weight forward. So you notice my sits bones are on top of my heels. If I were leaning back, that puts my hamstrings in jeopardy. Creates strain in my lower back, so keep the weight forward and bow the head. Relax the arms, soften the knees, drop your chin to your chest, and slowly roll up. Inhaling, arms hang. Inhaling, inhaling, my knees are soft. Inhale, even when I'm upright, I glue my chin to my chest. Still breathing, wait for the equilibrium to reestablish itself. And then roll your shoulders back and lift your gaze to eye level when you're ready. Come all the way forward on your mat. Feet together and do the best that you can just to listen and follow along. And then if you need to look, like if you need to check, then I'm here for you to check, right? But don't assume that you need to check. Right. Feet together. Arms relaxed, draw the belly in and lift the front of the pelvis slightly. Inhale, sweep the arms up, touch the palms and look up. Exhale, fold forward and down, bow your head to your legs. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, stay connected to the floor as you stretch forward. Just fold again. Keep your feet where you are. Exhale, bow. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Touch the palms and see the thumbs. Exhale, arms by your sides. Keep drawing the navel to the spine. Inhale, sweep up, make yourself long. Exhale, fold forward and down. Bow your head, broaden your upper back. Inhale, stretch forward. And again, we'll just fold as we exhale. Inhale all the way up, touch the palms, see the thumbs, and arms by your sides as you exhale. Remember to draw the belly in. Inhale, sweep up, touch the palms. Exhale, fold forward and down, bow your head. Inhale, stretch forward, wide open chest, hands flat. You can step or jump back to a plank, and then exhale, lower down, almost to the floor. Inhale, come to the tops of the feet as you look up. Exhale, move toward the heels of the feet as you reach to downward facing dog. Very nice. Good, we look like twins. 1, look toward your inner thighs. 2, so make sure that you're not just looking at your feet. That doesn't require much effort. 3, the eyes are going to want to look around. So pick one place, kneecaps are higher, and steady your gaze there. 5, stepping or jumping the feet forward. When you arrive, inhale, look forward, and exhale, fold completely. All the way up as you inhale, touch the palms, see the thumbs, and arms by your sides as you exhale. Inhale, reach up, touch the palms. Exhale, fold forward and bow your head. Make sure you're breathing. Inhale, look forward, stepping with the other foot, or you can jump back, and exhale, lower toward your belly. Arch up as you inhale, shoulders back, look up, lift the hips as you exhale, and bow your head. So I always think it's so funny when people refer to Ashtanga as the fast one. We're not moving particularly quickly. We're breathing a nice, long, even breath. But remember that image of the mala. We are moving continuously. So there's no rest for the weary as we try to build strength in our minds. 4, look toward your waistband maybe. 5, stepping or jumping. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold completely. All the way up as you inhale, touch the palms, see the thumbs, and arms by your sides, lifting the navel to the spine. One more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward, bow your head. Inhale, lengthening forward. Now, if you're ready, you can jump back and lower down. Inhale, arch up, lift your chest. Exhale, lift your hips. Adjust the feet and look toward the legs. Your legs do not need to be straight. If your back is all rounded, then you bend your knees and find some length in your back. 3, thighs back to the hamstrings. 4, lowest belly getting longer and longer and longer. 5, bend your knees. We jump up to jump forward. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold completely. Inhale all the way up, touch the palms, see the thumbs. Arms by your sides as you exhale. Second kind, start by sitting back in your legs, and then inhale, reach the arms up. Keep your knees bent. Exhale, fold over bent legs, and then try to straighten them. Inhale, stretch forward. Step or jump back, and exhale, lower to stillness. Inhale, arch up, gaze up. Exhale, lift the hips and bow your head. Right foot forward, left heel flat. Inhale, bend the front knee, reach the arms up. Hands to the floor. Step back, exhale, lower down. Inhale, arch up, gaze up. Exhale, lift the hips. Bow your head, left foot forward, right heel turns in. Inhale, deep lunge, and reach up away from it. Hands to the floor, step back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, arch up, gaze up. And exhale. Lift the hips. Welcome the familiarity of downward facing dog. This is where you get to catch your breath. 1, 2, so we catch the breath because we're still in the pose. So all that physical moving energy can be redirected to the breathing. 4, you're thinking inhale as you inhale. You're thinking exhale as you exhale. 5, bend your knees, step or jump forward. When you arrive, inhale, look forward, and exhale, fold completely. Bend the knees, inhale, reach up, and stand tall as you exhale. Again, sit back as you lengthen up. Inhale, fold forward, then straighten. Exhale, look forward. Inhale, float back and lower. Exhale, arch up. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, warrior one. See your thumbs. Hands to the floor, step back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, arch up, gaze up. Exhale, look toward your legs. Left foot forward, right heel flat. Inhale, reach up. Hands to the floor, step back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, arch up, gaze up. And exhale, lift the hips and bow your head. 1, try to stay still. So you might want to look around. 2, instead look inside of your body. 3, through the navel, through the kneecap. 4, through the seam of your pants. Steady the eyes. Bend your knees, step or jump. Inhale, stretching forward. Exhale, fold completely. Bend your knees, inhale, arch up, touch the palms. And stand tall, exhale. We'll do one more. Bend your knees. Inhale, big stretch up. Exhale, full fold forward. Inhale, lengthen and broaden the sides. Exhale, step or jump back and lower. Arch up, inhale. Lift your hips, downward facing dog as you exhale. Step your right foot forward. Inhale all the way to the top. Hands to the floor, step back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, arch up, gaze up. Exhale, lift the hips. Bow your head, left foot forward. Inhale, sweep up, see your thumbs. Hands to the floor, step back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, arch up. Exhale, ground into this shape. Welcome the dynamic stillness, the familiarity, and then try a different approach. How else can you receive information from this experience? What else is there to learn? Keep seeing the same situations again and again. So how can we remain open and curious to them? 4, how can we invite them with a deeper inhale? Bend the knees, step or jump. Look forward, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Deep bend of the knees. Inhale, sweep up. And stand tall as you exhale. Now, hop your feet apart, about a foot. Fold forward, and with your second and third finger and your thumb, you're going to wrap your big toe. Inhale, holding the toe again. You can bend your knees. Look forward with straight arms. And then exhale, fold. So literally, you can bend your knees as much as you need to. I'm much more interested in the relaxation of the torso than the stretching of the hamstrings. Otherwise, strong legs. One more breath. Inhale, still holding your toes, look forward, and then exhale. Slide your hands now under your feet. You're trying to stand on your palms with your toes touching your wrists. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, fold again. So the tendency is to lean back. Don't lean back, Cristina. Soft knees, bring your weight forward. You'll feel your belly catch, and then bow your head. 3, good. 4, Full breathing, gaze through the legs down the length of the nose. Inhale, look forward, and then exhale, stand up with a flat back and hop your feet together. Nice. Step your right foot behind you to the right, 3 feet. Parallel your feet and reach your arms. Now, turn on your heel, right toes out, left toes in, and exhale, reach down the right leg. And you can rest your right hand on the shin or the ankle or the foot, or you can hook your big toe. 2, my front groin is soft, my front hip is relaxed. 3, and I'm focusing on lengthening the side seams of my body. 4, strong legs and a receptive torso. 5, inhale, stand up tall, pivot on your heels, right toes in, left toes out, and again, exhale, reach down and reach up. 1, this top arm is actually opening from your bottom armpit, so push the left shoulder blade in and roll your whole torso up to the ceiling. 4, stand on the outside edge of that back foot. Inhale, stand up tall. Stretch the arms, turn to the right, and exhale, twist. Put your left hand down somewhere on the right shin or the ankle or the foot, maybe even the floor outside the foot, and then reach your right arm up. Left hand outside the right foot, right arm up. 3, both legs straight. 4, both sides lengthening. Inhale, stand up tall, even out the feet, turning to the left. Exhale, right hand down, left arm up. You do not need to go all the way to the floor. In fact, the pose is the legs. So keep even weight between your legs, sticking your butt out a little bit. Even if you have to put your left hand on your left hip, just do that. 4, one more breath. 5, stand up tall. Inhale, stretch wide, square the feet, and exhale back to the front. And relax the arms by your sides. Inhale, step wider to the right and lift the arms apart. Turn the feet to the right. So again, on the heel, right toes out, left toes in. Bend the knee and either elbow on the knee and arm over the ear. And you'll notice lots of space here between my shoulder and my neck, or hand flat to the floor outside the foot. Same beautiful line of energy down my left side. And then twist the heart up to the ceiling. That's already 4. Push the right heel straight down. Push the left heel straight down. Inhale, stand up. Turn, turn. Exhale, lunge. Ground and reach. 1. Keep wrapping that right shoulder away from your ear, Cristina, your bottom shoulder. 2. Everyone stay active in your left side. Sorry, Cristina, left side. 3. So stay active to keep the shoulder away from the ear. 4. Inhale, stand up tall. Stretch, turn to the right. Exhale, we're going to bend the knee and twist. My back heel is flat. Again, you can go hands together in front of the heart, or if you can bring your left ribs outside your right knee thigh, then you would put your hand on the floor, outside the foot, and the other arm over your ear. 1 more breath. Inhale, stand up tall, stretch wide, turn to the left, exhale, lunge, and twist. You're bringing your torso outside the left leg, moving the armpit toward the knee, and always looking for length from the reaching crown of the head and the heel of the grounded foot behind. 1 more breath. Inhale, stand up tall, stretch wide, square the feet. Exhale, back to the front, and relax the arms. Inhale, step to the right, hold your waist, both hands. Exhale, hands to the floor, right between the feet. Inhale, stretch forward, and exhale, bow your head through your legs. 1, the head does not need to come to the floor. 2, squeeze the elbows together, plug the upper arms in. 3, 4. Inhale, look forward, keep your hands. Exhale, strong thighs. Inhale, stand up tall. And exhale, hold your waist. Stretch the arms, inhale. Hold your waist again as you exhale. Inhale a breath. And exhale, fold forward and down. Bow your head, keep your feet, keep your hands, and let the head dangle toward the floor. Shoulders on the back, arm bones on the back, and you're breathing. Let's see. Good, that's already 3, 4, thighs firm and lifted. Squeeze the sits bones together. Inhale, stand up tall. Exhale, continue to squeeze the waist. Stretch the arms apart as you inhale. Interlace fingers behind as you exhale. Inhale a breath. And exhale, fold forward and down. Again, keep your feet where they are. Don't widen your feet to bring your head closer to the floor. Instead, power up your legs and let the breath slowly lengthen the torso. 3, roll the shoulders onto the back. 4, move them away from the neck and the ears. Good. Inhale, stand up tall. Exhale, squeezing the arms. Last one like this. Hold the waist. Inhale. Fold forward and hold your big toes as you exhale. Look forward as you inhale. And fold forward and down as you exhale. You want to feel the stretch on the entire back plane of the body. So not just burning behind the knees or burning at the sitting bones. Feel your back broaden and lengthen. From heel to crown of head, we are stretching. Inhale, look forward. Hold still, exhale. Rise up tall, inhale, touch the waist. And exhale back to the front of your mat and relax your arms. Take your hands behind your heart in prayer, or I'm taking opposite elbows. Step the right foot back just 3 feet. Short stance. Turn around and face the back of your mat. 2 straight legs and a lifted chest. Inhale and exhale, fold forward and down. Bow your head and look toward your leg. 1, good. Strong thighs lifting up. 2, lift the upper arm bones onto the back. 3, toward the ceiling with the arm bones. 4, inhale, stand up tall, pivoting to the left, so right toes turn in, left toes turn out, 2 straight legs, and exhale, fold forward and down. 1, making your sides long, rolling the shoulders onto the back. 3, good, long neck, long belly, long legs. 4, 5, inhale, stand up tall, square your feet, exhale back to the front, and relax the arms. Inhale, reach the arms up, touch the palms together and look up. Exhale, fold forward and down, hands right next to your feet. Inhale, stretch forward, gaze out in front, step or jump back. Exhale, bend the elbows. Arch up as you inhale, lift the chest. Lift the hips as you exhale and look toward your legs. Bend your knees, step or jump your feet to your hands. Sit back in your heels and arch up. 1, good. 2, really arch up. 3, drop down, reach up. 4, and hands to the floor. Look forward, inhale. Step or jump back. Again, lower as you exhale. Arch up, inhale a breath. Lift the hips. Exhale, bow your head. Right foot forward, left heel flat. Inhale, sweep up. And 5 breaths here. 1, keep bending into the front leg. 2, good. 3, all the way straight back leg. 4, look up to your thumbs. Now straighten up and turn. Try to keep gazing up. And exhale, bend your left knee. You don't need to obsess about squared hips or razor sharp arms. You just do the best you can. 3, good. 4, just trying to get some fresh inhale into the shape. Open the arms wide, look to the left. Keep dropping your left thigh. 1, keep reaching your right arm. 3, full breaths. 4, inhale, straighten and turn. Exhale, bend your right knee. 1, full breathing. 2, push the right heel down. 3, spread your belly to the left. 4, hands around the right foot, slide to plank. Nice strong plank, and exhale, lower down. Inhale, arch up, gaze up. Exhale, lift the hips and bow your head happily. Bend the knees, step or jump through. Have a seat with straight legs in front. Very nice. Hands flat by your hips. Sit up tall. So my torso is so long that I cannot flatten my hands on the floor without rounding my back. So I'm just reaching straight arms toward the floor. If your torso is shorter and you can easily touch the floor, you're welcome to bend your elbows back to sit up taller. 3. So you have to learn how to apply the instructions to your specific proportions. 4. So hard to talk and practice, really. Hold your big toes. Inhale, arch up and gaze up. And exhale, fold forward and down. If you cannot hold your toes, you just bend your knees. Make it easy to hold your toes. 3, 4. Breathing into the chest. Now inhale, stretch upward, look up. And exhale, wrap your hands around your feet. Maybe you can hold a wrist. Inhale, look up, otherwise hold the sides of the feet. And exhale, fold forward again. 1, long side. Try to get the hump out of the back. 3, 4. Inhale, arch up, gaze up. Exhale, release. You can sit still. We're going to do something called a vinyasa, but you don't have to do it at home, okay? So bring your knees up to your chest, cross at your shins, and pick your feet up off the floor. Good, Cristina. Hands come down in front of the butt, but behind the heels. And you're going to push down to lift yourself up. Inhale, lift up, pull the feet through. Exhale, step or jump back and lower down. Inhale, arch up and gaze up. Exhale, lift the hips and bow your head. Again, come to sit down any way you can. And straight legs in front. Good. Hands behind, 10 to 12 inches, fingers forward. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest up, roll your legs together. And inhale, lift your hips up. 1, beautiful. Drop the head back. 2, you can also do this with bent knees and feet on the floor. 3, squeeze the arm bones together, pull them back. 4, and lower down. So same thing. You can sit up still and breathe with us, or knees to chest. Cross your shins, feet in the air. Inhale, lift. Step or jump back. And lower down. Arch up. Inhale. And lift the hips as you exhale. Bend your knees. Step or jump through. Have a seat. Good. Take your right leg and bring it toward a lotus. I'm going to turn a little bit. So bring the right foot somewhere on the left thigh. If the foot fits in the left hip crease, you might be able to reach around back and hold the foot. If when you hold the foot, your whole body goes that way, it's not time to hold the foot yet. Hold your left foot instead. Arch up, inhale, and fold forward and down as you exhale. You stay facing to the side, Cristina. Keep your orientation. 2, that was just for the educational purposes. 3, 4, good. Really enjoying the stillness of the postures. Inhale, arching up. Exhale, hands flat, cross the shins or sit it out. Inhale, lift it. Exhale, step or jump back. Inhale, drag the hips forward and look up. Exhale, lift the hips and bow your head. Again, jump through. Straight legs. Fold your left leg toward lotus. Anywhere on the thigh is fine. Bind your foot around back. Hold your other foot. Inhale, arch up. And exhale, fold forward and down. 1. Bow your head, look toward your knee. 2. 3. Breathe into your ribs. Breathe higher than your belly. 4. Flex the right foot. Firm the right thigh. Inhale, arch up. And exhale, release. Hands flat. Cross your shins. Inhale, you lift. Step or jump. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, arch up, gaze up. Exhale, lift the hips and bow the head. Bend the knees, step or jump through. So we found out they took that hour limit off of the lives. Come to sit down, Cristina. So we're going for 3 hours today. Bring the top of the right foot outside the right hip. Sit up on as many blocks as you need. Sit up on pillows, right? Don't hurt your knee. Hold your left foot, arch up, and exhale, fold. 1. Even if your fold is just gazing down to the knee. 2, I always say, any bow of the head is a wonderful gesture of folding, of leaning into the situation. 4, so that's all these postures are. They're different situations that are designed to disturb you, to create mild states of anxiety. Inhale, arch up, and exhale, sit up. Straighten the leg, cross the shins. Inhale, pick it up. Step or jump back, exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthening upward. And exhale, bow your head. Bend your knees, step or jump through. We keep coming back to sit. And then we fold the left leg back. Top of the foot on the floor, heel outside the hip. Thighs are parallel. Reach forward if you can. Arch up, inhale. And fold forward and down as you exhale. 1. Right, so similar situations, different perspectives, different orientations, different details. Right? And how do you apply yourself? How do you navigate? How do you receive maximum benefit? How do you learn? Right, that's what we're practicing here. Inhale, arch up, gaze up. And exhale, straight legs in front. Cross your shins. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, step or jump back. Inhale, arch up, gaze up. And exhale, lift the hips and bow the head, bend the knees and jump through. Janu Shirshasana, A. Pull your right heel into the groin and open the knee to the right. Hold your left foot with both hands. Inhale, arch up. And exhale, fold forward and down. Again, bow the head, but you're leading from the navel. You're leading from the sternum. And you're laying your body on your leg. 3. Good. 4. Arch up as you inhale. And exhale, straight legs in front. We move it around again. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, step or jump back. Inhale, arch up, gaze up. Exhale, lift the hips and bow your head. Bend your knees, step or jump through. Straight legs in front. Now, I would never normally advocate shifting forward and backward on your mat like I'm doing. I'm doing it just so you guys can see me, but we're trying to minimize as many extra movements as we can. The left heel comes to the groin, the knee opens to the left. Hold the right foot with both hands. Arch up, inhale, and fold forward and down as you exhale. 1. Once you're down, try to stay still. 2. Good. 3, you can push that left knee, thigh, and hip back and down. 4, strong flex of the right foot, firming the right thigh. Inhale, arch up, gaze up. And exhale, release. Cross your shins. Inhale, pick it up. Step or jump back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, arch up, gaze up. Exhale, lift the hips and bow the head. Very nice. Bend the knees, step or jump through. We're going to take a Navasana. Balance on your seat, arms and legs lift. 1. Good. 2, you want a 90-degree angle at the pelvis. 3, the hands just outside the knees but no touching. 4, point your toes and squeeze your ankles together. Cross your shins, just lift. Inhale, lift the butt. Exhale, lower the butt, and do it again. 1, keep your gaze at your toes. 2, plug the arms into their sockets. 3, reach up through the crown of the head. 4, 5, cross your shins. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Do it again. Last time for the day. 1, 2, chest up, arms back. Get out of the lower back. 4, strong legs, strong mind. Cross your shins. Inhale, lift. Step or jump back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, arch up. Gaze up. And exhale, lift the hips and bow your head. Listen carefully. Come forward to plank and slowly lower all the way down. Make a pillow for your head with your hands and let the elbows go wide to the sides. Rest your forehead on your palms. Glue your legs together. Now, before you do anything else, squeeze your lower legs together and push the tops of the feet into the floor. Now see if you can lift your navel away from the floor without tightening your butt muscles. That is a very strong activation of the core. You can try it a couple of times. You want the butt relaxed, lifting the navel, lifting the navel, lifting the navel. Good. Now, inhale, lift your legs up. Any amount. 1, good. 2, forehead on your hands. 3, 4, thigh bones lifting. And lower down. Put your hands by your shoulders. Inhale, upward facing dog, or hands by your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Very good. Bend your knees, step or jump through. Come to lay down on your back. And we'll do a little back bending. So step your feet on the floor. Feet are hips width apart. The upper back is wide on the floor. The back of the skull is wide on the floor. And believe it or not, this is technically a back bend. So we've done a tremendous amount of practice today. If your back is talking to you, if your arms are tired, if you can no longer keep your mouth closed and breathe through your nose, then please just stay here. Otherwise, hands by your ears or by your hips, and inhale, lift up. If you're going hands by your hips, roll your shoulders underneath you, interlace your fingers, and press your palms and wrists together. Lift up, Cristina. or Urdhva Dhanurasana like Cristina is doing. 3, straight strong legs. 4, hollow out the belly, and lower down on 5. And we'll do that 2 more times. Put your hands by your ears or by your hips. Wait for the bottom of the exhale. Draw the navel to the spine. And with an inhale, you press up. 1. Good inhale sound. Heard that. 2. Stay with it. 3. 4. And come down. Again. Good. Just let it settle. We've got 1 more. So hands by your ears or by your hips. Remember, a modification is not lesser than. Inhale, rise up. 1. What a great inhale sound. 2. And that's the effort. We're wind powered when we practice. 4. And come on down. Now everyone, just stay on your back. Your knees are bent. Your feet are on the floor. You can let the knees knock to the midline. Let the palms face up alongside the body. And just encourage the thigh bones to settle back into their hip sockets. Encourage the natural pooling of the lowest belly. The natural hollowing at the base of the throat. The natural hollowing of the eye sockets. So we're allowing a resolution of the back bend. We're not forcing it through a counter pose. Coming back to neutral physically, energetically, and mentally. And then when you feel the heart rate has slowed, when you feel the respiration rate has evened out, has maybe lengthened, then you're welcome to just pick your feet up off the floor. You don't need to bring your knees any closer than that to your chest and rock up to sit. Straight legs are in front, and then you fold forward. Good. You fold all the way forward over your legs. If folding forward doesn't seem like a good idea, you can bend your knees. Your feet are flexed, and you wrap your forearms under your bent knees and just press your chest towards your legs and gaze down towards your knees. Because we're not actually trying to stretch the hamstrings here. We're trying to relax the muscles of the back and broaden them away from the spine. So try not to create yet another hamstring stretch, and allow whatever shape you're in to be a receptacle for inhale. Right? Just inhale. Through the nose, through the throat, into the depths of the lungs, all the way into the base of the pelvis. And exhale and create all of this new space for your next inhale. Inhale, arch the back and look up. And exhale, sit up. Good. We're going to fold our legs into lotus. If you don't practice lotus, we haven't done a tremendous amount of lotus prep today. So don't feel obligated to do lotus. It's right leg lotus and then left leg lotus. And if you're in a deep lotus where your heels are touching your belly, then you reach around left arm first and you hold the left foot, and then you reach around with the right arm and you hold the right foot and you sit up. Until that moment, you just grab opposite elbows behind your back. And again, your lotus can look like this. Inhale and fold forward and down as you exhale. Not ever trying to wrench the body. These shapes will come. You practice diligently and without an attachment to the results of your actions for a long period of time. Stay down without interruption. All of these shapes will take form in you. And you will also become less interested in the missing shapes. Because all the shapes really are just a manifestation of lotus or a manifestation of standing up tall. Remember, they're the same situations, similar situations, slightly different details. Inhale and sit up tall. Backs of the hands to the knees as you exhale. So my arm is straight, my fingers are straight, and the pad of my thumb and the pad of my index finger touch. These shapes with the hands are called mudra. And mudras have an energetic quality to them. And they're infusing the posture, the breath, with that energy. In this case, the last three fingers are the three characteristics of nature called the gunas. It's rajas, tamas, and sattvas. Rajas is the dynamic, transformative properties of nature. Tamas is the heaviness, the groundedness, the inertia. And sattva is the natural luminescence, the radiance that we experience. So all three of those join together in perfect harmony and extending into the heart and out from the heart. The index finger, the pointer, is the Amkara, the eye maker. It's the petty mind. And we're trying to dissolve it into the expanse of the awakened mind, the Buddhi. So we take this arm position, we take this hand position, and we infuse our seat, which is called Kevala Padmasana, with the perfect balance and harmony of all the characteristics of nature and the aspiration, the possibility, the eventual reality of dissolving the small self into the large self, dissolving the I, me, mine into the universal, collective in consciousness. Arms at the ready, reaching up long through the back of the neck, through the crown of the head, so much so that you feel the center of the chin dripping slightly toward the hollow at the base of the throat. Plug the arms in. Gaze down the length of your nose. And we'll begin to breathe on a 4 count. So inhale, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Couple more. In, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2. You can join for the breathing if you're just joining. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Again. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. We'll do a couple more with short retentions. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Try to hold the breath in. Drop the chin. Lift the chin slow. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath out. Draw the navel in. Lift the pelvic floor. Release the belly. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. Drop the chin. 2, 3. Lift the chin. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold it out. Pelvic floor lifts. 3. One more. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. Drop the chin. Lift the chin. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold it out. Last time. Release the belly. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. Again, inhale fully. And exhale fully. Inhale the hands together in front of the heart. Om. Before we take rest, we're going to do a mantra to Durga, remover of difficulties. So it's Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. And for those of you new to chanting, we're not chanting to an idol. We're not chanting to an image or even a deity. We're chanting to the qualities that are represented in the stories about these various characters. So you're chanting to your own capacity to welcome difficulties, to respond to them, to observe them clearly, to learn the lessons, to expand your understanding, to never give up trying new possibilities. So these are sound vibrations to help us embody those qualities. So even if you don't want to chant back, receive my chanting and it will do half the work for you. So I'll chant it once, Cristina, and then we'll just chant it again and again, maybe 9 times, okay? Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. 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 One more. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Relax the hands. Unfolding your legs. You can take a short rest on your back. Even if you're just joining us and you didn't do any of the practice, take a short rest on your back or lay back in your chair or throw your arms over the back of your chair and slouch to the wall, wherever you are. And allow a settling of the body that can only take place when you commit to it. That's what most of these practices have, an underlying message of commitment, connection, sustained connection through the choice that we have in any moment, right? To lean in or to lean away, to welcome it or to strong arm it. We don't even realize how much work it is to present ourselves to the world. Shavasana, this rest at the end, is making the choice, committing to the possibility of allowing that attachment to unravel. Literally feeling the skin of the body soften its grip and the liquids of the body settling to the floor, right? Filling the back of the container in which they're carried. So the back plane of the body feels maybe wider, the front plane of the body more hollow, liquids of the body settling to the earth. The tongue not looking to taste or speak, and it can relax back. Eyes not looking to see or judge. Eyeballs can drop deeper into their sockets. The arms and the legs, our organs of action, can take a much needed rest as they belong to the back plane of the body, which is where they're meant to rest. Maybe you're breathing and maybe you're not. And maybe you're thinking and maybe you're not. But the one thing we can all do is have this momentary experience, this recognition that if we can feel the body drop and relax, then we are not the body. If we can hear the breath or direct the breath, then we are not the breath. If we can watch the movement of the mind, listen to the thoughts, pick and choose from them, then we are not even our thoughts. We are this even more subtle thing. We are this consciousness without attachment, this awareness that can enjoy this limited life experience without wildly gripping onto things that we love and forcefully pushing away things that we think we hate or we're scared of. Just allow the waves of fresh life energy to arrive and pass through us. Some would argue the whole point of practice is to soften the density of the physical form so things stop getting stuck. Emotions, memories, thoughts, unfinished arguments, other people's words, old conversations, undigested food. We want it all to pass through and leave us open and receptive and adaptive and resilient and capable of wonders. So as you're ready, you can breathe into your belly and then reach your arms long overhead. I like to crack my neck, sorry. And stretch your right side longer than your left side. And stretch your left side longer than your right side. And draw your knees in. And wrap your arms around your legs. And give a good hug, like you really mean it. Yeah. And whenever you're ready, you can roll to the right, as Cristina has done. And press up to sit. And then, Cristina, we're just going to chant one more chant, and then we can take a look at some questions or whatever. It just goes with the first one. This one says, may all beings everywhere be happy. May all beings be free from sickness. May we all look to the good of others. May none of us suffer from sorrow or a misunderstanding of reality. You know, those are just a list of some of the difficulties that we might face.
Mhm.
Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukhabhag Bhavet Ma Kaschid Dukhabhag Bhavet Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So wonderful. So great, Cristina. You did so well today.
Namaste.
Namaste.
That was wonderful. Thank you so much, Erika.
You're welcome.
I hope everybody enjoyed that. Oh, so many nice comments.
So everyone loves your glasses, Cristina. It's always like a big thing with your glasses.
So,
They're great. They are great.
thank you.
See? Hearts, hearts, hearts. Glasses, glasses, glasses.
Do you see the sexy pool guy? That's Chris.
Oh, really?
That's my husband. He likes to be topless in the sun, getting
Who
his
doesn't?
vitamin D right now.
Hello. Who doesn't like to be
Hello.
topless in the sun?
Hello from Los Angeles.
Whoop, whoop.
Yay.
Cristina, I foresee a time in the near future where we can do this class maybe on your back deck or something.
Yeah, I hope so soon, right?
Yeah.
Like to be able to see you and get some adjustments.
Well, we can at least be together, even if the adjustments are not there. We can be together, and then I can see you
Obrigada.
closer.
We've Lisbon in the house. That's so
Listen,
wonderful.
that's nice. Oye, qué cosa tan linda.
Long Beach, California, Chicago.
Oh, great. It's so great, everyone. If you have any questions, I did see something go up about the jump back. Just, yeah, I mean, don't cut corners. None of the things we're doing are tricks, right? And they are all building deep internal strength. There's a real in and up activation in yoga practice, not just Ashtanga, all yoga practice. So don't skip anything because you get excited about a trick, right? Trick is a shortcut. So just diligent work. Maybe you see questions, Cristina. It's moving too fast.
Yeah, someone's asking about shouldn't my heels be down when I'm doing down dog? And I can just say that I've been doing yoga now for 25 years, and my heels once in a while go down flat all the way.
That's beautiful, actually. I love that you say that because, I mean, maybe you can at this point even explain to people like what are all the different energetic activations you're doing when you feel because they don't just come down, right? You're lengthening up through your side seams, through your sits bones. You're drawing the energy of your thighs up. You're pushing the energy of your thighs back. You're reaching through the heels. And then, it's like people think it just happens. There's so much, even with the pickup and jump back, there is so much effort. Think of a ballerina. It looks effortless, but there is so much skill and practice and thoughtfulness to the flick of a finger. And that's the kind of intense thoughtfulness and awareness and effort and skill we want to bring to the practice.
Can you explain why? Can you explain why you breathe through your nose and keep your mouth closed during yoga? That's really important.
Yes, that's a great. I mean, there's a whole, I don't want to get the numbers wrong, but there actually is a beautiful physiological reason that has to do with carbon dioxide and oxygen balance in the body and the effect that has on the parasympathetic nervous system. But in general, the reason for any detail in the practice is because it requires thought and effort to sustain it. So most people just breathe because it's built in. It's an unconscious, involuntary practice. And we walk around like, as I'm talking, I'm also breathing, but I'm not thinking like, now breathe. It's happening, right? My body is taking care of it for me to make sure that I don't pass out, right? Which is why it was so hard for me to practice and talk instead of breathe.
Know.
No, but it's okay. And because I'm not really going to my deepest expression of the postures so that I have energy to breathe and talk.
But you build heat from within.
Correct.
And when you're breathing with your mouth closed, the heat stays more contained?
Yes. So I used to say that a lot. Breathing with your mouth open is like having the heater on by an open window. But the truth is, where you build your heat is in the focus of your mind. It's not in the movements. It's not in the breathing. It's in the combination of everything. So when you are breathing through your nose and you're holding your mouth closed and things are getting hard and you want to like sip in some breath through your mouth, but you make the choice to commit. No, I've got to hold my mouth closed. The friction that's created between the desire to open the mouth and then the choice to remember to keep it closed, that friction builds heat, right? When we're in a pose and it's uncomfortable and you just want to drop your arms, but you choose to commit to keep the arms straight, there's friction there and it builds heat. And it's the same with the eyes, keeping the eyes steady and open instead of closing the eyes and making things a little bit more relaxing. That choice to place the mind there, to commit to that, there's friction in the resistance, right? But the main reason we breathe through the nose and not through the mouth is it requires more thought. It requires more effort. You have to breathe in more. You can actually regulate your breath better through your nose than through your mouth. And when you learn how to breathe into the entirety of your rib cage, you can breathe a lot deeper as well. My mouth I can never get past my, yes, deep divers, like free divers and stuff, they train, but they're also in and through the nose and out through, they're doing stuff with their nose too. But
you also recommend not to drink water during yoga class.
Yes.
And that will also help you not crave it if your mouth is closed and not drying out. But why is that important? Not to drink during class.
So in general,
during practice.
Great question. Remember that vision of the mala. We're trying to cultivate and sustain a single pointed focus that we place in this moment and then we place in this moment and we place. So like you'll see that I wear very high-waisted pants and I tuck I feel a little bit like Pee Wee Herman right now. And I tuck my shirt in. When I practice, I put my hair up.
Yeah, me too.
Good, Cristina.
Someone asked if it was a bodysuit. No, it's a shirt, it's pants, and then from Athleta.
Maybe we don't believe you. Pull your pants down. Let's see if it's a bodysuit. No, I'm just kidding. No, so the point is, we get rid of the distractions we can. That's also why we don't use props unless we need to. Like in triangle pose, if you're not open enough to hold your toe, you just hold your shin instead of reaching for a block and then all the energy goes into the block. There's nothing wrong with using props when you have an injury, when a pose is not available, when you cannot take a deep breath in without it. But otherwise, we want to get rid of anything that stops the steady, continuous placement of our attention. So drinking water is a distraction, believe it or not. Going to the bathroom is a distraction.
And why do you drop your chin during the 4 count breath?
Oh, you always drop the chin when you're holding breath in the body. So you're at the end of an inhale, it's called an inhale retention. You drop the chin, this is a throat lock, to rise the prana up but not out, right? To keep the energy where we're directing it. And at the end of the exhale, when we retain on the exhale, we draw the belly in and we create lots of support for the lower organs, support and detoxification for the lower organs.
Someone was asking about hamstring trouble. What are the best yoga poses for that?
So hamstring trouble can come from three things. Naturally being flexible, and so really going for it, or having a teacher really go for it on you because they saw how flexible you were, so they just kept pushing you in the forward folds, pushing without any awareness of whether you were firming your thighs or squeezing your sits bones together or lifting your lowest belly or taking a full breath. But the most common thing that people do is in the forward bends, they lean back because it makes it easier, but it also localizes the stretch right there at the insertion point, the hamstring attachment. So make sure that you're always keeping your weight forward over your heels. And that might mean that you need to bend your knees. And if your legs start shaking when you do that, that's an indicator that that's correct. And you can also do that in all of your seated forward bends. But to heal a hamstring injury, if you're talking about an injury, you have to keep a deep awareness at the sitting bones, right? Those pointy bones in the middle of your butt cheeks, drawing together and then moving a little bit toward the backs of the legs. And this will really like firm your butt flesh around that insertion. If you just mean opening your hamstrings, I would encourage you to think about opening your back first and lay off the hamstrings.
Hi, Marianne Hagen, my old friend. So someone's asking, how many times a week do you recommend practicing? And also, how often do you practice?
So I practice every day. I don't do my full asana practice every day. So my full asana practice probably takes about an hour and 45 minutes. I would say I do that. I hope my teacher's not listening. I say I do that 3 or 4 times a week. And then I do full primary. So 5 days a week I do my full practice.
So for someone like me, how many times a week do you think I should practice?
I like it when you practice 5 times a week. I think
5 times
like in
a
the
week.
summer, like in the summer, I think that works well for you. It depends
A lot
on what
a lot of
activities.
beginners participated today, and I just want to say thank you. And there couldn't be a better teacher for you to learn from than Erika, because she explains things in such an intelligent fashion. You really get to absorb it, not just physically and through the breath work, but mentally. Oh, look, we have a guest.
No better teacher.
Hey, babe.
Hi-ya!
Oh, don't do that. Oh, my God.
Hi-ya!
I'm actually really impressed with that, Chris.
Woo!
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. You inspired
Go.
me, and I'm going to do it too. Look, you can't even see
We
my
can't
leg.
see you.
That's nothing. Look at this.
Woo!
Hi-ya!
I'm going to do it. Chris and I, we're going to have a pose off.
Oh my God, he's down.
Pose off. Pose
That's
off.
what
Full
Carolina
split.
does. He's got to do his radio show right now.
Oh, my gosh. So funny.
He has a shirt on now. Yes. Everybody saw you walking topless.
Oh, I didn't see anything.
That was just a special peep show benefit for everybody today. Just sometimes we throw in little perks. So beginners, yes, Erika is the best person to learn with. This was a little bit more intense than usual. It wasn't more of the beginning classes that we were doing at the start of my coronavirus, which Erika was so gracious to temper the classes so that it was more about breathing and stretching. But at 5:30 today, Erika.
Yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. So
it's up now. They can
Oh,
look at
so on her live, she has a class. If you go, it's up for like another 12 hours, I think, where she did a more beginners stretching class yesterday on her Instagram, which is at Erika Halweil on Instagram. So it's ERIKAHALWEIL. HALWEIL. I got
But
it.
Cristina, I do want to say about that practice question that there are many practices that make a yoga practice, and the physical is just one. Every day I have a seated pranayama practice, just breathing. I chant either ecstatic chanting or Vedic chants or through the Yoga Sutras or from the Bhagavad Gita. I have a transcendental meditation practice that I do twice a day. And you know, the writing of gratitudes is a practice. Caring for other people is a practice. Cooking is a yogic art. Flower arranging. So there are many ways to fill out your practice, and no one should feel like they have to do this every day. And then, like Christina said, this was certainly our most advanced, maybe this was our most advanced practice so far. I can't.
And we have the last 2 weeks are up on the Purist site now. All the live videos are going to be on the site, and they are on every time. Usually following the class within the next 24 hours, we put them up on the Purist, thepuristonline.com. So you can see Erica's classes there as well, and different variations of
Oh,
Ashtanga, different levels.
yes,
So
cool. I didn't know that. I'll put that
yeah.
on my website. The other thing I'll say is if when you're practicing, you get to the point where you're just huffing and puffing and it doesn't feel safe or right anymore, sit and breathe with us. Literally sit. If you were in a live class with me, I would sit next to you and I'd say, let's just sit this one out. And I'd keep teaching the class and I would breathe with that person. And it really is about, the word in Sanskrit is samatvam, and it's a divine evenness. And that's what we're trying to cultivate when we practice. And it comes from the movements eventually, but it's really coming from the breath and the mind's attention to the breath and responding to that. So don't feel like, oh, if she says pick up and jump back one more time, like this is not an opportunity for you to get angry or to feel lesser than. Just the fact that you're here is so powerful.
Oh, we have Jennifer Warden again. We love that you join us. And then Rebel Girls, pretty girl. Erica, do you also practice Kundalini yoga?
There are some Kundalini exercises that I do. I was introduced to them. They were called Kriyas when I was introduced to them in the early and mid 90s in New York City. A lot of the vinyasa places were a little bit hodgepodge, and you didn't realize what you were doing when you were first doing it. So I now know that there are Kundalini practices, but I don't do that as my practice, although I know that it can be very transformative. I still get a little lightheaded and stuff with some of it. And I do such amazing deep breathing on my own. But the truth is, it's a practice. And if I did it more regularly, I would have the beautiful, positive results that regular practitioners do. I got too many practices right now. And I like to do jumping jacks. So, you know.
Hi, I'm just
Hi.
getting rid of a nasty comment.
Oh, good. Was it about my?
No, it's just never about you. It's always about Chris.
Oh my gosh, that's too bad. Did he do something personally to you?
Never know. It's just people's opinions, which I like to
Maybe you never know.
leave off. So we are a wonderful forum for positivity here. So thank you everyone who participated in that, and your kind comments. Really, they mean so much to us, and that's your kind way of giving back to us, and we appreciate it so much. Erica, you've got 1,000 compliments here.
Oh, thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. It is my sincere pleasure, and I love doing it again on Saturday. And if you guys want to, like, if we should, maybe we should do a beginner class one time, or we should do like a breakdown of the standing poses, or maybe we'll do like, I don't like reducing the practice to parts of the body, hip openers, shoulder openers. But if someone wants to do something more focused, maybe we can do like a 10-minute thing, or just 10 minutes of breathing, or you tell me, Christina, what you hear.
So someone was asking about what you think of hot yoga. I mean, I know your answer to that, but
Okay, so I really try not to speak negatively. I think hot yoga was born out of trying to replicate how it feels on that hot, humid summer day.
yeah.
When you practice and naturally your body is just a little bit more open, and you can go a little bit deeper, or maybe it's a little more comfortable. And if you're a stiff person, you feel more pliable. And even though those practices feel amazing, I feel very debilitated after them in the summer. I feel really like I just need to lay down and drink like 1,000 watermelon juices, and I need to take a nap. And, practice in the summer or practice in the south of India, I go to a suburb outside of Mysore, India, called Gokulam to practice with one of my teachers, and it's really hot there. It's really hot. And after my
That's just,
practice,
but they don't put heat on. That is
no,
just the
that's what I'm
temperature
saying.
of the
Just like
space,
summer, that's
right?
just the way. So I think you have to be really careful if you're going to practice hot yoga
Yeah,
all the time
I don't like it.
to keep the inflammation in your body down, to sufficiently replenish the hormones, the minerals, and the fluids that you sweat out from the excessive sweating. And if you're flexible, you have to be so mindful to not overstretch. And if you're inflexible or not yet flexible, you have to be mindful not to overstretch your tendons and ligaments.
It's hard to be working out in that level of heat. Like I go to Tracy Anderson and it is 104 degrees in the room and we're doing a rigorous workout and it is hard. And sometimes I have to step out for some cool air. But I subscribe to your belief that you've got to generate the heat from within.
Yes, that's correct.
So
I
mouth
100%.
closed,
You have to
focus, get the sweat going from within.
But I see something about infrared saunas. I will say I am a huge fan of infrared saunas. I love that place, Higher Dose in the city.
But you're not doing jumping jacks in this infrared sauna, you know? It's
right.
It's a natural.
Yeah. And I have a sauna. I have an infrared sauna wrap, like a sleeping bag. But I don't find it as maybe I'm not using it right. I don't find it as good as the being in the box.
Yeah, the sauna really helped me get through Lyme disease. I know that one of our viewers is going through that now, and it's important to sweat out the bacterial or parasitic die-off. Lyme is a spirochete, it's a parasite. So if you are treating it, you need to continually do things to eradicate it from your body, and sauna really helps with that. Low energy workouts, very low energy. You want to keep that energy contained in your immune system so it can fight what you're experiencing, the bacterial infection. So I would definitely recommend sauna for that.
It's true. Thank you for sharing.
Oh, so much
No,
positivity.
but the main
Thank
thing
you.
about hot yoga, just to go back to it, that Cristina said at the end is, you really want this to be a thing that you're doing it for yourself. And you don't want to be depleted by it. A lot of people are not affected by heat. But if I'm in a hot room like that, I'm not able to direct all of my attention to what I'm doing. I'm mostly just trying not to pass out. Somebody said, can you pass out? I can pass out in a hot room because I run hot. I sweat, you know? So if I'm practicing in the summertime, I only do one sun salutation and then I begin practice because that's all the heat building I need to get it going.
Regarding the sauna bags, we had Sunlighten is the sauna that I use, and they sponsored one of our newsletters, and we got a purist code, a discount code for shopping. So if someone, I can't remember it, I think it might be purist 10 at checkout, but if someone's really interested in it, please send me an Instagram text message and I will send you the discount code for the Sunlighten. Obviously, they have, you know, bigger saunas that seat one person, two people, four people, but they have the sauna bag, which is really, really good, especially if you're just using it at home.
If we're doing discount codes, I got to shout out like all my headbands, most of my yoga clothes, my pants today, and my bra with my pants. It's all Live the Process, which is an amazing brand. And they gave me a code for people. And the code is Erika Loves You, all one word, capitals. And it's 15% off anything on the website, like in perpetuity. So if you want to get headbands or yoga pants, they have jumpsuits. They have amazing. Cristina, you love their bras.
Yeah, I'm wearing one right now. It's my pure, my pure sports bra, which is, look, you can see the back. See what it says?
Oh, yes, I love that one. It says the purest. Look, now it's like you're on retreat with me and Cristina. She's always showing her bra.
Yeah, when we do a retreat, I give everybody purest gear. So that's great about the Live the Process. And also tomorrow I'm going to be doing a talk with Kylie
Live the process,
Cavaco.
Live. Oh,
I'm going to
right,
be
that's
doing a
right.
talk with Kylie Cavaco from Knockout Beauty, which is a non-toxic beauty apothecary company that sells all these amazing non-toxic brands. She edits them all for you, so you don't even have to think about it. You just pick what you need, a cleanser or mascara or a face mask. And Erica loves her products too, and we'll be offering a special giveaway and a special discount code. So please join us for that
I want
talk
it.
tomorrow. I think it's at 6 p.m. My time,
Okay.
because Kylie's in LA. And then on Friday morning, we have the great, legendary Bob Roth. He's the Transcendental Master.
That's
And
my teacher and Christina's teacher.
he runs the David Lynch Foundation. So he's going to lead us in some meditation Friday morning. And that is such a special gift. I can't even tell you how wonderful that is. So join us on our Instagram Live. This class with Erica will be available for the next 24 hours, and then it will be available on the Purist website. It's thepuristonline.com. So you can check out her last 2 classes as well, varying levels of Ashtanga.
I will just
What do
say,
you
because
use on
someone's
your
asking me
face
for,
as a foundation? I'm not sure if you're talking to you, Erica, or me, but
um, I don't have any makeup on today. I washed my face. I have a
I took a
routine.
shower like you told me.
Boom. I have a routine from Knockout Beauty, and it's a cleanser and a toner and a serum and a moisturizer. And the clothing brand is Live the Process, Live, the Process, Live the Process. The code is Erica Loves You. Christina is going to give you all so much information when she speaks to Kylie, so much information when
So
she
tomorrow we'll talk about all those products that you're asking about with Kylie. Check my last post on Instagram, and you will see the time for each talk, for the non-toxic skincare talk tomorrow, and then of course the meditation on Friday morning with Bob Roth. I think that's at 11 a.m. Just double check, because I'm doing one every day and I can't remember switching the times up, but try to keep it consistent. But sometimes they're not always available. So, and then next week we have a really good lineup as well. And of course, Erica does her wonderful Ashtanga yoga every Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. And we'll be doing this again on Saturday at 5:30.
Christina, thank you so much for all of the sharing that you're doing. I think people maybe misunderstand, but all information is meant to inspire your own seeking. You know, all information sharing is not meant to overwhelm. It's not meant to become a thing that you judge and push away. And Christina, you're just doing such a beautiful job of sharing everything you've been curious about, everything that you apply to your own health and your family's health, and even some things that you don't yet do and you're curious about. And so you're learning about them as you're sharing them with everyone else. And I just want everyone to realize what a beautiful gift that is, and how vulnerable it makes the person who is sharing it, and how great that vulnerability is for your spiritual evolution. So I'm really proud of you.
Well, I
Really proud of
so
you.
enjoy this. My passion is pursuing wellness and trying to find it in so many different outlets. It's a whole body experience. You know, it's what's going on in your mind, it's what's going on in your gut, it's what's going on physically in your whole body and every
Yes.
muscle, and how to achieve it. And you know, it manifests in so many different ways. So I have the good fortune of working with so many wonderful practitioners where Purist is concerned, because they write, they contribute, they participate in our talks, and now I'm able to share them all with these live videos. So that's a really nice gift to everyone, including myself. So God bless you all. Have a wonderful day. Erica,
Have a
thank you
great day.
so much. Really, truly love this class.
Oh, good, good. And you know, let's talk later and see if we should make it easier. Like, let's talk a little bit about it. You
Okay.
know, when we have a moment.
Sure. And thank you everyone for joining us. We so appreciate it. And we hope
Thank
it
you.
helped you a little bit today.
I hope so. That's
Okay.
the whole idea.
Bye. Bye.